Hey guys, we're back with another Brawlhalla video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my weapon tier list. Bear in mind that while I do have these ordered in the order that I think is the best, I don't think any of these weapons are bad. I think all of them are playable, and I think you can do good with any of them. But overall, I feel like uh, some of these weapons are A, slightly easier to use, and B, have better matchups than the other ones. So let's get started. S tier, I just have Hammer. In my opinion, Hammer is easily the best weapon. Reason being, I just feel like it doesn't have any weaknesses. I feel like it can go into any matchup and not lose. So, I mean, it's got stomp side air, stomp down air, stomp side light. Great kill option with the stomp side air. Side light in general is really good as an approach. I think the only things that can deal with hammer or side light are lance and spear because of the range. But even then, like I feel like it's still a great option. It's got great edge guard potential. Stomp side air when they try to come over. If they go above that, just jump in there. You know, off stage, hammer recovery is super easy. Gimp very early. Ground pound also very good. Side air off stage also very good. Um, yeah, overall I just feel like it has no losing matchups and it's just really strong. Right below that, we have the high tier weapons. Axe, I have at the top of that. To me, Hammer is just better Axe. Everything Axe wants to do, I feel like Hammer does better. That's why I have Hammer above, but Axe is definitely still very strong. Obviously, recovery and ground pound are both good on Axe for off stage. On stage, I feel like it doesn't have as many options for the combos as Hammer does, but it does still have downlight or down air side into downlight and side light and air. Um, it's got less string potential, I think. Like you can hit the side light and air into a dodge read, but I feel like the dodge reads are harder to get on it because it's predictable. But overall, I think it's still a very strong weapon. Um, After that, I have Lance. Lance is good, but I feel like Axe and Hammer just both are better. Lance has range, which is really good. It's got good string potential. Um, I think part of the reason I put it below the other two also is Lance off stage is not the greatest. It's playable, but it's not nearly as good as Axe or a Hammer off stage. It's got a decent kill option with the side light recovery now, which is nice. It's got side light and air. It's got side light down air. It's got decent combos, decent string potential. But yeah, overall definitely good. Just I think Hammer and Axe are just better. Next I have Spear. Spear has the range. It's got downlight recovery now. It's got downlight side air. It's got really good strings. Off stage, it's not great, but it's not terrible. It's got ground pound or recovery or down air as options, side air. Um, yeah, it's definitely good. I think its range helps it out a lot too. Um, right after that, I have Orb. The only reason I put Orb down here is just because it loses in the range battle against the weapons above it. I feel like it's really strong, has really good string potential. I just feel like, lance and spear kind of poop on it because of the range, and hammer and axe go fairly even with it, I think. But yeah, definitely great string potential. Off stage, you got the down air and the recovery and side air. Um, yeah, definitely really good. Next, we get into the mid tier weapons. Bow is at the top of the mid tier for me. It's really good. It's got all the downlight combos. It's got, you can kill with downlight recovery, downlight nair, downlight and light. It's definitely pretty good for combos, and strings are pretty good with it too. Off stage, it's got the ground pound, it's got the down air, it's got side air. It's definitely really good off stage. It's got pretty good range with the downlight. Not as good as, lance or spear, obviously, but it's still got decent range. After that, we have sword. Sword is pretty good. I think it if I think the range kind of puts it down further, but it's got amazing edge guards, got great string potential, good combos, kill combos, downlight recovery, downlight side air. Definitely pretty good. It's fast, considering it's a mid-range weapon. Off stage, you got the ground pound, down air, ground pound, down air, Yeah, overall, pretty solid weapon. Next, we have Scythe. Scythe is still good. I just feel like a lot of the weapons I have above it are better. It's got great string potential, obviously, but doesn't have the true combos like the other weapons do. It's all mostly read heavy, and that kind of knocks it down below the others for me. It's definitely got amazing offstage. On stage, it's a read heavy weapon, so I feel like offstage it's really good. On stage it's okay if you can get the reads. Yeah, it's definitely not bad. Definitely just not as good as the other weapons above it for me. Next we have Katars. Katars, they have great string potential. They have a few pretty good combos. They kind of have an issue with range, but if you're good with them, you can get in on them. But when you're playing Katars and you're trying to fight a spear or a lance, or axe, it kind of can be an issue with the range. That's why I have it down here. But it's my favorite weapon, so I still think it's decent. I just think it has the range issue. It's really good off stage too, and on stage it's pretty good for stage control. If they're in the air, Katars are really good at just not letting you land safely. They're really good at punishing you trying to land. Next we have the weapons that I think are slightly, I wouldn't say they're bad, but they're lower tier to me, and that's blasters and cannon. Blasters, they have range, which is good, but they're very punishable if you miss. They have a lot of active frames, so if you miss something, you're just kind of put in a position that you're super easy to punish. And that's, I think, why I put them down here. It's just, they're one of the harder weapons to play, in my opinion. You really have to know what you're doing with them, and if you don't, you're just going to get punished. Off stage, they're not the best. They have down air and ground pound, basically. But on stage, I feel like they're pretty good. If you're, like I said, if you don't miss, they're pretty good. But that's why I have them down here. Cannon, I feel like it's better than it was since the change, but I still don't feel like it's as good as a lot of the other weapons. I feel like it has string potential, but I feel like it's pretty easy to know what they're going for and pretty easy to just not let them do what they're going for, because they tend to go for the same couple strings all the time, and it's pretty easy to see what they're going for most of the time. That's why I have it down here. And then at the bottom, I have gauntlets. Gauntlets I still think are viable. I just think they don't have any range, which means they're going to lose a lot to, lance, spear, axe, hammer, bow. They just don't have the range. They have, pretty good string potential, but they're also read heavy. They don't really have a lot of true combos. Off stage, they're really freaking good, but just don't go off stage, and what are they going to do, If you just stay on stage, they kind of can't do much to you. And that's why I have them down here. But like I said, still viable, just it's a lot harder to play them into a lot of different matchups, in my opinion. But yeah, that's how I see the tier list, guys. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, what you think should be higher or lower, and hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.